Good morning. I'm up at Lake Becking, Victoria's Mallee Country, Murray Sunset National Park. I'm up here walking Murray Sunset Remote Track, which is a 3-day walk. But I thought I'd do this. There's a little nature walk at Lake Becking, which I've done before. So I thought I'd revisit it while I'm up here. It's only short, probably, I'm guessing it'll be a kilometre and a half. So I'll spin the camera around, show you what I'm looking at. So I'm just climbing up the dune. The lake's on the other side of this dune. So this, from what I can remember, this walk's features a bit of the history of the place, the salt mining history. So yeah, Lake Becking's obviously a salt lake. That's salt down there. It was harvested back in the day but never trucked out. Alright, here's the marker for the nature walk here. So this is from memory, this is the alignment of an old tramway that used to run down to the railway line, probably at Linga or Underbull or somewhere, when they were harvesting salt back in the day. I don't know if you can hear that rushing sound. That's the wind sighing through the pine needles, or the needles on these native pines. It's a very soothing sound, I think. There you go. So the train line went to Linga, or the spur line, which is kind of where I was thinking. So yeah, I'm walking the old alignment here. So there's a little bit of old mining stuff left around. The old 44-gallon drum's seen better days. I don't know what happened to that. It's been squashed. So I'm still walking this old alignment of the tramway. I'm going to swing back to my left. I'll drop down to the lake on the way back. There's some roos over there. So I'm obviously in the Pink Lakes area of Murray Sunset National Park. Lake Becking is one of the smaller lakes. Okay, we'll swing back along the shore if it's not too wet and muddy. We'll see how we go. So I think the pinkness is actually an algae Probably something to do with the salty water, I'm guessing. So the nature trail swings back up to the tramway here. I'm going to go down to look at this salt they've left over when they harvested back in the day down here, so, and just kind of walk the lake a little bit further. Then I'll swing back up and join the track. Yeah, so this mound of salt that's slowly eroding the way back into the lake. It's left over from the days they used to harvest the salt there, obviously. This place in summer is baking hot, like many days over 40 degrees. Harsh existence working out here. All right. Time to swing away from Lake Becking, get back to the ute. So the track's up on that dune there, so I'll just wander up through the salt bush. So I'm back up on that dune. You can still see the alignment of the old tramway, 100 years since it last ran. I wonder how far you could follow it up towards Linga, or down towards Linga. Alright, there's the Lake Becking camp where I'm heading to. I'll spin the camera around and sign off. Alright, that walk's on the short and sweet side. The AllTrails turned itself off for some reason. I don't know if I did it. So I haven't got all the stats properly, but it's probably around about 1.8 k's, maybe 40 meters climbing. It's a very cruisy walk. It's probably not worth driving all the way up to Murray Sunset National Park to do a less than 2k walk. However, if you're camping up here, because there's some magic camping, or if you're up here to do other walks, there's plenty of, there's that remote Murray Sunset remote walk that I've just done, but there's also numerous other day walks around this area, and they're all pretty good, I reckon. So if you're in the area, or if you're camping at Lake Becking here, definitely worth 15 or so minutes to check that little walk out. Particularly good late in the day, early in the morning when the sun kind of brings out the pinks, which I didn't have today. It's pretty well lunchtime, but what can you do? All right, I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.